Bree.
And Z.
And update on the weather, we could not find the groundhog, so it's really cold. But anyways, we are reading Groundhog Weather School by Joanne Hullab, and we're reading to Miss Truelock's 3rd grade class. So we hope to see you there.
Toodles.
Alright guys, we're reading Groundhog Weather School. Happy Groundhog Day, everyone. I do not see my shadow, that means spring is here. Yahoo! Spring is here, sun and fun, here I come. Sigh. I guess it's really hard to predict the weather. Dear Weather Groundhog, you were wrong. Spring is not here yet. Maybe you are too far away to predict the weather everywhere. Could you get more groundhogs to help you next year? Signed, Rabbit. Rabbit's right. I do need some help. But how will I find enough other groundhogs to help me predict the weather all over North America?
The news travels fast. Check. No, 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 no. Check, check. No, no, nuh-uh. Check, check, check. Nope, nope, nope. No fair. I bet a skunk could forecast the weather too. Check, 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 check. Rats, rats. Check, 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 check. Hibernate? Darn. Check, 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 check. Yay! I'm heading for Groundhog Weather School. Welcome to your first day at Groundhog Weather School. Class, let's begin by saying the pledge. Pledge of Hog Allegiance. We, the students of Groundhog Weather School, pledge to come out of our burrows on February 2nd to look for our shadows, and to remember that if we don't see our shadows, it means spring is here. If we do see our shadows, it means there will be 6 more weeks of winter. I see my shadow when it's sunny, but why would sunny weather mean more cold weather is coming? I don't get it. It says here that a sunny winter day may be extra cold because there's no cloud blanket to trap the sun's warmth near the ground. Shadows? Nobody said anything about shadows. Dark, creepy shadows? Cool hair, dude. But are you sure you're a groundhog? I'm a foreign exchange student. Groundhog minus shadow equals spring. Groundhog plus shadow equals winter. Will that be on the test?
Geography. Class, please tell us about yourselves. We're the only animals a holiday named after us. Aren't you forgetting Turkey Day? We watch out for these predators. My eyes, ears, and nose are good danger detectors. If a predator is near, I run for my burrow. I can't run fast, only about 10 miles per hour. Squirrels, chipmunks, and prairie dogs are our relatives. We're all a part of a big rodent family called marmots. My name is Groundhog. I'm smaller than a beaver, but bigger than a squirrel, and I weigh 10 pounds. Most of us live in areas that get very cold in winter, like the northeast or central part of the United States and in Canada. Groundhog Day began here in Pennsylvania. We dig holes and eat farm crops. So some states don't allow groundhogs, except for graduates or Groundhog Weather School, of course. Like most groundhogs in the northeastern United States, I prefer to be called a woodchuck. In the I can't say that word. What's that word?
Appalachian.
Yeah. Mountains, groundhogs are called whistle pigs because we whistle to warn other groundhogs of danger. Well done, class. Now let's visit the library. Research reports are due on the next page. Famous furry prognosticators. Phil, Pennsylvania, made his first weather prediction in 1886. Met U.S. President Ronald Reagan. Started in a movie called Groundhog Day. Weirton, Ontario, Canada, a rare white albino groundhog with pink eyes, tries to predict which football team will win the Super Bowl. gets visitors from as far away as Pakistan. General Birger Lee Lilburn, Georgia, lives in a small white house. Lives in a small white house at the Yellow River Game Ranch. Has been on the Today Show and on Animal Planet. Has an honorary college degree. Jimmy the Groundhog Son Perry, Wisconsin, is visited by as many as 500 people each Groundhog Day. Has a weather hotline and visits Wisconsin schools. Buckabee Chuck Moran, Ohio, the first Ohio State groundhog, lives in a comfy straw-lined box in a park, visits a radio station on Groundhog Day to give his weather forecast. Perry C. Sheddock's New Tiberine, Louisiana, is really a nutria, a rodent with webbed feet and a long tail that lives in marshland or swamps. Has a Cajun-style house, which is moved to the Bellingham Plaza Park each year for a big Groundhog Day celebration. Staten Island Chuck, Staten Island, New York, has a house with a... That thing scared me. has, has a house with a thermometer in the roof. Lives at the Staten Island Zoo. Ice statues of him are carved on February 2nd. And Sir Walter Wally Raleigh, North Carolina. In the week before Groundhog Day, kids record their weather observations. When the mayor announces Wally's weather forecast at the North Carolina Museum of Natural Science, kids watch to see if Wally's prediction turns out to be right.
Nature's weather predictors. Some plants and animals can help predict the weather. A tree's leaves can predict storms. Leaves curl upwards so their underside shows if there's any moisture in the air and a strong wind is blowing. Cows don't like wind blowing in their faces, so they stand with their backside to the wind. Winds blowing from the west usually bring good weather, so if a cow's tail is turned towards the west, it often means good weather is coming. Wet honeybees are too heavy to fly. They stay near their hive if rain is coming. If a pine cone leaves fold inward, it may rain in dry weather. They fold outwards. Weathermen. Luke Howard created a system for classifying and naming different cloud shapes. It includes cumulus, cirrus, and stratus clouds. Wilson Snowflake Bentley was a farmer in Vermont who took thousands of pictures of individual snowflakes to help scientists understand how snowflakes form. Evangelista Torricelli invented the barometer, which measures air pressure. If air is not pressing hard against the earth, a system called a low pressure system. The system is called a low pressure system. That often means it will rain. Can you guess what high pressure system means? Professor Theodore Fuchida was nicknamed Mr. Tornado because he helped figure out how to measure the wind inside a tornado. Lunchtime, everybody. Be sure you hog out. It's important to add as much fat to our bodies as we can before hibernation begins. Why do we have to hibernate in the winter? We hibernate for 4 to 5 months between October and March because it's cold and food is hard to find. During hibernation, we are in a deep sleep. Our heartbeats slow down, our body temperatures drop, and we only breathe about once every 4 minutes. We don't need to eat because we live off of the fat our bodies have stored up. So eat up, groundhogs. My friend Frog hibernates at the bottom of the stream where the water doesn't freeze. My friend Bat hibernates in a cave with her wings tucked close to keep her warm. How to build a burrow. Dig a hole in the ground and make your front door. Keep digging. Chomp through any roots, and this will help wear down your claws and teeth so they don't grow too long. We can dig about 5 feet in one day. If you want a simple burrow, dig about 15 feet of tunnel. If you want a fancy one, dig up to 40 feet. Make new rooms along the way, such as a bedroom, a bathroom, and a storeroom for snacks. Be sure to make a back door in case you need to make a quick escape.
The reasons for seasons. In North America, a year is divided into 4 seasons of 3 months each. The seasons are winter, spring, summer, and fall. On winter, I begin around December 21st at the winter solstice, which is the shortest day of the year. On spring, I begin around March 21st at the spring equinox, when day and night are the same length. On summer, I begin around June 21st at the summer solstice, which is the longest day of the year. On fall, I begin around September 21st at the fall equinox, when day and night are the same length. There are 2 reasons why we have seasons. Planet Earth orbits around the sun, and the Earth is tilted. The equator is an imaginary line that divides Earth into 2 halves called hemispheres. When a hemisphere tilts toward the sun, it's warmer, as in summer. When it tilts away, it's colder, as in winter. Wonderful. I'm so proud of y'all. On February 2nd, we will look for our shadows. Can anyone tell me what a shadow is? A dark, scary monster that chases me? I know, it's the shade that made when something blocks out the light, right? If there's a solar eclipse on Groundhog Day, we will get a do-over. Move far from the light to make a small shadow. Come close to the light to make a big shadow. At night, there are no shadows because there's no sunlight. Who's hogging the flashlight? Excellent. I think you're all ready for the final exam.
The big test. A multiple choice quiz. Please circle the correct answer. What day do you come out of your burrow? On your birthday? On February 2nd? Or on February 32nd? What do you look for when you come out? A valentine, a shadow, or a pot of gold? If you see it, see answer number 2. What does it mean? Spring is here, summer vacation is here, or 6 more weeks of winter? If you don't see it, what does it mean? You are invisible, B, your spring is here, or C, 6 more years of school. Whether you see it or not, what's the next thing you should do? A, go back to sleep, B, have a snack, or C, report the results to the Groundhog headquarters. Graduation day. Yay, I passed! Me too, I'm going to New York to check the weather. I got Florida, what a cinch. It'll be spring for sure. Yahoo, I'm going to Texas. Get your postgraduates and start hibernating. Remember to set your alarm clocks for February 2nd. We'll be awaiting your shadow reports.
Alright, October, Columbus Day. They're still sleeping. In New York, Florida, California, they're still sleeping. November, they're still sleeping, but skunk's awake. December, everybody's sleeping except skunk. For me, I shouldn't have. January is Martin Luther King Day. They're still sleeping, but skunk is, I don't know what he's doing. February 2nd, it's Groundhog Day, and they're all waking up. And skunk is saying at last. It's February 2nd. At school headquarters, weather reports are coming in from every Groundhog Weather School graduate. Will there be more winter, or is it time for spring? Hello, Groundhog Weather School here. What's your report? Does seeing a shadow and lightning count? Shadow! Achoo. No, shadow do. I see a dog. Does that count? Yep, that's a skunk shadow you're seeing, folks. Someone's still sleeping. The results are in. I'll rush them over to the professor. I see a fog, but no shadow. How can I see my shadow without my glasses? My shadow is divine. I wish you could see it.
Happy Groundhog Day, everyone. I had some help this year from graduates of Groundhog Weather School. Most of us saw our shadows, including me. So it's a sure bet that winter will last 6 more weeks. Professor Groundhog took my advice and got some help. He's sure to be right this time. I'm going sledding. I guess it's really, really hard to predict the weather.
The end. Y'all like that book? Yeah. Y'all ready for spring? Y'all over this weather? Spring break.
Really?
So you have a fall birthday. That's cool.
When I was turning 7, I had to do cleaning.
Oh no.
Oh, spring cleaning. Yeah.
I went the summer for my birthday.
Oh, really? That's cool. Aw. Oh, that's sweet. All right. Well, thank y'all for being quiet and letting us read to y'all.
What do you guys say?
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Bye.